Hello everyone, welcome to the All-American Otaku Show. I'm your host, Anna Bear. Today's subject is a subject that's near and dear to a lot of people's hearts and a lot of people has various different tastes of. Of course, what I'm talking about is the art form of music. Music in anime, music in Japanese culture. As you see what I'm wearing, a Nirvana shirt. Nirvana is a band that comes from where I'm from, Seattle, Washington area. It's a great grunge band, starting with the lead singer of Kurt Cobain, who ended in tragedy. Also, other music I'm into is your Metallica, your Elvis, your Taylor Swift for your kind of not so normal male person liking, as well as I'm into Bon Jovi, the Beatles, all sorts of rock, and a plethora of rock. I also like classical, like your Beethoven, Bach, Chopin. But what we're going to talk about is music in Japanese culture and anime. One of these icons in Japanese culture and anime that has music is the anime Your My Life in April. It's a tragedy about a violinist, a piano, who takes you to a journey that is sad but yet entertaining at the same time. On a more upbeat anime that has to do with music, there's K-On! K-On! Is about 3 or 4 girls in middle school wanting to start a soft rock club. They learn how to play the drums, they learn how to play the bass, they learn how to sing, they also learn how to play the guitar. There was even one episode where it's all about them finding the perfect guitar for their new band member. A band member who wasn't sure if she wanted to join or not because they thought maybe the band members were too good. But she finds out they're struggling, but also fairly good in their own right. Anime and music go hand to hand, like Cowboy Bebop. Every episode's named after a song. Rather it is Music Queen or Bohemian Rhapsody. It also has an awesome opening called Tank. Awesome jazz, awesome great anime. There's also music in the anime Tokyo Ghoul, Unravel. It suits the tone of this anime, talking about how it is the monster inside him and his struggle to be human, which is a major key point of the anime. But there's also a darker side of music, the idol culture in Japanese anime, music and such, as well as Japanese culture. The idol culture sometimes at the low grades to get berated, yelled at, low pay, get their pay really strucken for them, as well as deal with stalkers and not so nice fans. And you have to worry about the ideas of having all the fame without any of the rewards of the fame. A lot of people can't make this sort of thing. One anime I was watching that takes place in the future idol industry called AKB 0047. It's a mecha anime that includes manga. They might have a manga that includes mecha, that includes people singing, dancing, upbeat area, downbeat area. It's about these girls, 3 or 4 girls, who go to a idol concert, which is illegal on their planet, and watch them sing and watch them inspire while battling mechas and other people that are trying to prevent the entertainment industry or entertainment to exist on the planet. It's a great anime. It talks about some of the work you have to do to become a musician, as well as some of the battles and everything else that one has to do in that thing. Great anime to go to hold on. There's also another good anime that just came out called Ochi ni Shito or something like that. Anyways, it's about an idol singing, as well as actors and so forth. There's even an older anime that talks about the dark side of fame as well as musician and idolhood. It's called Perfect Blue. It's about this musician. She ends up becoming an idol. She ends up becoming an actress, getting stalkers, as well as slowly going insane to dealing with the pressure. With that, I will leave this up to you. Here's Mr. Pat on his manga review about music. Thank you.
This is the All American Otaku Show, and this is Mr. Pat. Today we're covering one of the more niche of uh, genre, if I haven't pronounced that right. Music. The one I'm covering for is called Oshi no Koi. Yeah, it's pronunciation kind of butchered. Basically, it's about this let's see, idol that turns out this one doctor is at uh, in the sticks is like this major fan of this idol, and she shows up pregnant, and he's like the typical you know trying to help her out, and in this story that it's about reincarnation at the same time. The two people one girl he met that kind of died of cancer, kind of talks about the concept of reincarnation. A little niche there too. And so when he's trying to help her deliver the babies, he I take some time before delivery date, and during that time, while going for a smoke break, apparently one of the stalkers found out about this and stabbed him to death. Hence this reincarnation. So he never ends up delivering the babies, and him and this girl, which they kind of know each other a bit, become these two children that are this famous pop idol. That their names later on are called Sapphire, which is the girl, and Aqua, which is the boy that is formerly the doctor. During this story, that they, her mom is this pathological liar. So when she was scouted, she mentioned that to the scouter, and he said that fits perfectly. So during this whole time that she's singing and everything, she really wonders if she loves her children. So, I want to say about 3 or 4 years later, during all this succession of, her stardom, she ends up opening the door because she thinks it's whatever her manager, and it turns out to be the stalker that stabs her right then and there. Aqua, being the former doctor, is trying to save her, but as she's bleeding right profusely in front of him, he's like his mother just finally realizes in the time of her death that she says she's loved them and both. The sad part is that he's sitting there experiencing this whole trauma, her bleeding out in front of him and not being able to do anything. Lucky for him, his sister was behind the other door, but still knew her mother was dying. So the premise of the story is that these two children, after all this incident said and done, the girl, recognizing that her mom was, a pop idol, decided to try to get into it, and while her brother is trying to find the person that supposedly incited this um, stalker, which, by the way, he committed suicide just after he killed her. So he figures there was things going on. So as he's taking part in an acting career with his sister. Oh, and by the way, the one of the owners was watching over kids is now basically their guardians. And during this whole time, he's trying to look for ways to find his dad, which he thinks is the person that incited it, because she probably told him about their two children. So this story is about music and drama at the same time. And I recommend this one because it's a very, very emotional roller coaster of a story. This is Mr. Pat